Hi guys, JT here. Today I'm bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle Dead Rising Shop Till You Drop Bundle of April 2026. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you the viewers for watching my silly videos. I hope they're helpful. Most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. And number 1 we have Dead Rising 2, an intense, time-driven zombie survival game where you step into the shoes of Chuck Green, a desperate father trying to protect his infected daughter Katie in the chaotic Fortune City. At first, the game may overwhelm you with its strict time management and unforgiving difficulty. Each mission is on a timer, forcing you to make tough decisions about who to save and which tasks to prioritize. It is a steep learning curve, especially if you're new to the series. But once you adapt, the game reveals its unique charm. The story plunges you into a dark, twisted world, where survival isn't just about fighting zombies. It's about navigating human depravity. The psychopath boss fights are particularly challenging, requiring careful preparation and strategic thinking. These encounters add depth to the narrative, showing how the zombie outbreak has driven people to madness. While the time limits create tension and urgency, they also introduce some downtime between missions. During these lulls, you'll grind for experience points, search for zombrax, and explore Fortune City's vast open world. However, this downtime can feel repetitive, and a fast-forward option would have been welcome. Combat is a gory delight, with countless weapons and hilarious costumes to keep things entertaining. The combo system encourages creativity, letting you craft deadly tools of destruction that turn zombie slaying into a brutal art form. Dead Rising 2 offers a challenging yet rewarding experience. It might take some time to get into the rhythm, but once you do, it is hard to leave. And number 2 we have Dead Rising 2, Off the Record, a reimagined version of the original Dead Rising 2, giving you control over the fan-favorite character Frank West, while introducing the long-requested sandbox mode. If you've played Dead Rising 2, much of this game will feel familiar. The story and mission structure remain largely unchanged, with only minor tweaks like a new area, the Uranus Zone theme park, and a different ending. Frank West brings back his iconic camera, allowing you to earn experience through photography, but this feature is entirely optional and does not add much depth. The biggest addition is Sandbox Mode, where you can freely explore Fortune City without the pressure of time-sensitive quests. It is a fun way to blow off steam, offering a variety of challenges like killing zombies within time limits or collecting specific items. However, while enjoyable, Sandbox Mode lacks the urgency and purpose that makes Story Mode compelling. It's a great diversion, but can become monotonous after extended play. Cooperative play returns, allowing you and a friend to team up in either story or sandbox mode, adding some extra enjoyment and chaos to the zombie slaying action. While the multiplayer works smoothly, the overall experience does not significantly elevate the game. Ultimately, Dead Rising 2 Off the Record delivers what fans demanded: more Frank West and a less restrictive world. It's a solid game, but if you've already played the original, this reimagining might feel unnecessary unless you're eager for an open world freedom of sandbox mode. This reimagining might feel unnecessary unless you're eager for the open world freedom of sandbox mode. And number 3 we have Dead Rising 3, Apocalypse Edition, a zombie apocalypse game with a mix of dark tones and absurd humor. This edition comes with all DLCs included. As you dive into this chaotic world, you'll find yourself surrounded by hundreds of zombies on screen, using bizarre weapon combinations like a shotgun duct taped to a machete while wearing a Hawaiian shirt and a ridiculous afro. The game's strength lies in these over-the-top moments, where you can craft silly but effective weapons from seemingly useless items, making every encounter a blast. However, the game struggles with awkward tonal shifts. You play as Nick, a protagonist who is all panic and no humor, trapped in a serious story that clashes with the zany gameplay. One moment you're fighting a Molotov-throwing biker gang, and the next you're dealing with dark, unsettling scenes that feel out of place. This mismatch can make the experience disjointed, leaving you wishing the game embraced its silliness fully. The PC port is decent, but not exceptional. The frame rate is locked at 30 FPS, though you can unlock it with a workaround. The options menu is robust, allowing for a good range of tweaks, and the game runs well on lower-end hardware. Dead Rising 3 offers solid zombie killing fun, especially if you ignore the story and focus on the mayhem. It's a game that's held up well since its console launch, but don't expect it to wow you. Just enjoy the chaos. The Apocalypse Edition includes all 4 Untold Stories of Los Perdidos downloadable add-on packs. Each chapter highlights a different protagonist and introduces wild new weapons and vehicles that can be used throughout the main game. At number 4 we have Dead Rising 4, a sandbox zombie-slaying adventure that does not take itself too seriously, offering you a playground of creative weapons and a dose of holiday-themed chaos. You step back into the shoes of Frank West, a former photojournalist who's now older, grumpier, and somehow even more eager to jump back into the zombie apocalypse. This time, you're in a Christmas-themed Willamette, Colorado, where you'll use everything from an electrified battle axe to a gnome-capped staff called the Gandalf to mow down hordes of the undead. The game's strength lies in its over-the-top, mindless fun. You can strap on hulking exosuits, craft bizarre weapons on the fly, and take goofy selfies with zombies. The melee controls are satisfying, though the removal of throwable weapons and poor aiming for ranged attacks is a letdown. However, the sheer number of zombies and the variety of ways to dispatch them keep things entertaining. Unfortunately, Dead Rising 4 sacrifices some of its identity by removing the series' signature difficulty. Without the threat of a ticking timer or challenging enemies, the game lacks tension. The absence of campaign co-op and the reduced role of the once iconic psychopaths also diminish the experience. Despite these flaws, Dead Rising 4 is a fun, if somewhat shallow, romp through a zombie-infested holiday wonderland. It may not challenge you, but it offers enough mindless mayhem to keep you entertained, especially if you're in the mood for some festive undead action. At number 5 we have Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, one of Capcom's efforts to bring new life into one of its most iconic zombie slayers. You step back into the shoes of Frank West, photojournalist and all-round badass, stuck in Willamette's mall for 72 chaotic hours. What you get here is not just a fresh coat of paint, but a full reimagining. The upgraded visuals bring the mall to life with sharp detail, expressive characters, and gore that splatters beautifully. Full voiceovers make the bizarre cast even more engaging, while outdated and awkward content has been removed in favor of smarter modern touches. Gameplay tweaks also refine the experience. Weapon durability is now visible, missions feel less repetitive, and controller layouts are slicker. Combat is more satisfying too. Aiming while moving and stringing together wrestling moves makes every fight feel smoother. Tossing zombies with a German suplex or mooring through crowds with Adam the Clown's chainsaws never get old. Survivors are still a mixed bag, thanks to occasional janky AI, but saving them adds challenge and variety. Of course, the core appeal remains experimenting with the insane arsenal of mall weapons, from mannequins to stacks of CDs, and decking Frank out in costumes that range from stylish to hilariously absurd. Infinity Mode returns to test your endurance with relentless pressure, ensuring longtime fans and newcomers alike have plenty to sink into. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster is not just nostalgia, it is proof Capcom knows how to revive a classic while respecting your time. Frank's still got it. And that's all for this bundle. The Shop Till You Drop bundle is a total mixed bag. While it's awesome to see Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster included, the $35 top tier is causing some serious price-rising salt in the community. Most gamers agree it's only a buy if your library is completely empty of these titles. Otherwise, you're better off waiting for a Steam sale. It is a solid zombie-slaying legacy pack, but the steep cost means this loot drop might not be legendary. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.